Hey, welcome back everyone, and we're here for another episode of Star Trek Online. I believe this is going to be episode 11? Don't quote me on that. Mine Enemy. Alright, let's check this out.
Starfleet intelligence has decoded the list of Riemann targets that you recovered from the vault. I need you to investigate one of these locations and determine why Obisek and his forces planned an attack there. The Vahar system is still technically part of the Romulan Star Empire, but Ferengi speculators have moved in, and the Empress has done nothing to remove them. The Ferengi have reopened the mines, and are now doing business with anyone with Latinum. You will go to the Vahar system under the pretense of negotiating a possible trade agreement with the Federation. Talk to Madron, the operator of the mines. Convince him to allow you access. Find out all you can. Once we know why Obisek and the Riemans are targeting these mines, then we will be able to decide how to proceed.
Alright, so this is just continuing a long string of trying to figure out what's going on with all these missions. That's actually kind of neat. Alright, so let's head on over. Alright, so apparently we have warped into the area, and Roar's letting us know that while we know that the Riemans are targeting a magnesite mine that's in the area, we don't exactly know where or which one, and this area apparently has 3 moons, all of which that has magnesite mining. So I think we're just going to start knocking on people's doors and see if we can find this Madren.
You've stuck your nose in our business for the last time, Starfleet. All ships, attack! Attack!
I'm going to assume it's not this one. Angry Orions are angry. Is that coming from the other side? No, it's just basic past. Okay, wasn't moon number 1. Let's go check out moon number 2 then. Alright, let's try this moon.
This moon is private property. No solicitors, beggars, or Starfleet allowed.
So they're not very hospitable, but, I mean, there are Riemans on this moon, so I feel like a Riemann resistance movement wouldn't be attacking one of their own? So I'm going to assume it's not this moon. So, moon number 3, looking for Ferengi. Let's check this out. Alrighty, moon number 3. Also occurred to me looking around, these are moons that are free-floating? They're not orbiting anything. Alright.
Hello, my good friends. I'm so happy to meet you. Perhaps you are in the market for some high-quality magnesite? We have the finest ore in the quadrant. On behalf of the miners and residents here, I'm more than happy to welcome you to our home. Please transport to the surface.
Well, either way, this should be interesting.
Unfortunately, the large amounts of extremely pure magnesite ore in the core of our little world will interfere with your sensors. For safety reasons, I must insist that you use the transporter signal enhancers that I have installed at my own expense. Also, I know you Starfleet types are so fond of your away teams, but could you please restrict the number of crew you bring down to the surface? My people here aren't used to strangers, and you wouldn't want to disrupt their work, would you?
So on a moon that's heavy in magnesite, it's somehow interfering with our scanners, which I feel like the normal magnesite deposits wouldn't actually do that, and he doesn't want us to bring a lot of crew. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, this is definitely the correct moon. Alright. Let's beam down. We'll just take me and Dizzy, I guess. Alright, let's go see if we can find Madran. Remember the words of Madran saying that his people here aren't used to strangers. This actually might be a good chance to speak to the residents here? See if they know what's going on. Maybe we can get some information.
Did you need something?
What are you doing here?
It's a long story. After the destruction of Romulus, I joined a group of colonists looking for a new place to settle. We chose to form a new agrarian community on Viranot, a pastoral world on the edge of Romulan space. Our colony was attacked and destroyed. I managed to evade the attackers and get off-world with a small group of people. My luck ran out here, and I've been stuck ever since.
What kind of work is it that you do here?
I'm a biochemist by trade. I specialize in hemocyanin, a division of hematology, working with copper-based blood. On Viranot, I handled a lot of issues related to food compatibility and local biochemistry. These days, I mostly handle minor medical issues and nutritional deficiencies for the people living here. I can't afford passage off of this moon. I've managed to stay out of debt, but I don't know how long that will last.
This place already sounds terrible. Have you managed to see or hear anything strange here locally?
This whole mining facility is nothing but strange.
How so?
That Ferengi, Madron, rides everyone hard to make a profit. But just when it looks like things will get too bad, he turns around and does something generous. Folks have occasionally disappeared, and not by leaving on a ship. People here for weeks or months will suddenly vanish. People talk about seeing strange things, or being kept out of parts of the mine by the guards. There's something deeper in those mines. I'm sure of it.
What kind of secrets are hidden deep in the mine, then? Running around the quarry, as we spot another group of refugees. They might be able to tell us more information here. Can you tell me about your life here?
My life. My life is unimportant. It's my brother. I can't find him.
Maybe we can assist. How long has your brother been missing?
I last saw him 2 days ago. Madron assigned both of us to work in the upper levels of the mine. Toshin's drill bit broke, and he needed a new one. I know I should have gone with him. It's not safe to be in the mine alone. Now he's gone.
Why isn't it safe to be in the mine? And why is it not safe to be there alone?
There's a group of people down there who treat the mine like it's their own. I don't know why Madron tolerates them, but they make life miserable for the rest of us. They steal and terrorize the weak. I once saw them dragging a woman to the lower levels, and I never saw her again. She wasn't the only one. Many people have disappeared. I thought if my brother and I kept our heads down, that we would be safe, but maybe they took him. Murderers. Murderers. If they killed my brother, I'll kill them all.
I can't argue with that reaction. Is there anything else that I should know about what's going on down there if I try to look for him?
If you go into the mine, watch for the silver spheres. There are creatures in the dark. Devils. They're made of stone. Nothing can hurt them, and their touch burns. I have seen them moving around in the tunnels. Anywhere you see the silver spheres, the monsters are not far away.
Monsters made of stone that burn. Silver spheres. This all sounds very familiar. I think I remember reading something about this back in the academy. I just can't place what. Horrible time not to have Terrell. I stopped and spoke to a few more groups of refugees, and essentially the same stories are the same. Everyone here is scared of the mines. They don't want to go in there. They're saying that there's people that own or live certain corridors that you're not allowed to go into. On top of that, all of them have expressed how they're all in debt, forced to live here through Madron. He overcharges, underpays. Essentially, he's got what I can't really argue is any more or less than slave labor at this point going on, using the form of debt as opposed to physical slavery. Alright, let's see what he has to say.
On behalf of everyone on this forsaken rock, let me be the first to welcome you to Hathara. As you can see, we don't have time for pleasantries, and I'm not sharing my Tranya stash with you. So, why don't we skip the chit-chat and get down to business?
Well, of course, Modron. I've, of course, heard of your excellent source of magnesite, but what makes your mine better than the others in the sector? We came across at least 2 other moons right next door to you.
Unfortunately, I cannot call this mine my own. I'm just a middleman. Out of the goodness of my heart, I help the residents here pass on the products of their hard work to commercial entities such as yourself. The minuscule transaction fee and trade tariff I keep to offset my expenses is figured into the unit cost of the ore. My operation has become one of the best in the area because of the high demand for my services from both sides. I provide the best mining equipment and supplies in the sector to the miners, while my customers get competitive pricing on the ore they need.
Yeah, I've heard about the goodness of your... Sorry, I had something in my throat. Do you have any more information about the mines themselves, if you're just the middleman, then?
I don't pay much attention to that. Miners have empty carts, and they return with ones filled with ore. If you're that interested, you could visit the mines themselves, but I don't recommend it. It's such a dirty, disagreeable business. And I'm convinced that breathing ore dust for too long is terrible for you. The miners who live near my quarters used to keep me up night after night with their dreadful coughing. I had to install soundproofing just to get some sleep. Are you sure you wouldn't rather look at the ore I have for sale?
An amazing humanitarian you are, Madron. Thanks. I'm gonna go talk to the miners, though.
Really? Suit yourself. Just remember, I have an exclusive contract to export magnesite ore from this moon. If you try to cut me out of your deals, you'll regret it.
I just have to ask a few questions before we conduct business. It's absolutely normal Starfleet protocol. It's in the book. Yep. I'll be back. Alright, let's see if we can get some more answers out of some of these miners. Sorry for the edit there. So basically, this mission goes extraordinarily long. You go and you speak to several different Romulans who have different missions depending if you're an engineer, a science officer, or a tactical officer, an engineer. We helped a gentleman fix a drill bit by talking to many contacts, and it just reiterates the same point the game has made many times in this mission. Modron is a terrible person, but a good Ferengi, and there's something very creepy going on in the base.
You want to go in the mine? Are you really interested in buying any magnesite? Or are you just here to cause trouble? Because if it's the latter, I know someplace you can start a little ruckus. There's a gang that controls the bottom levels of the mine. They won't even let me in there. Previously, I allowed them to keep their little kingdom in exchange for information. But lately, they've been more trouble than they're worth. And the intel they're feeding me is useless. Honestly, who doesn't know about the Breen invasion of Deferi space?
The Breens have invaded the Deferi? Never mind. I'll take that information to heart. All right, let's go explore this mine. Well, after all the hype, we're finally in the mine. Let's see what's going on in this place. Don't make me hurt you. What's going on over here, sir? I'd like to enter this area if I could.
This area is restricted. Only people my friends and I like may enter. And I don't like you!
Maybe you'd like me if you knew me a little bit better?
You don't belong here. And I'm done talking with you. Leave now! Suffer the consequences.
Well, it's been an honor and a privilege wasting my time with you. I'm gonna get going. Wow. Hello. They're not happy to see me here. Ow. Just put this bomb here real quick. Don't mind that, please. Oh, I felt better. I'm just gonna come back here for a minute. Recover. There we go. So if you hear hitting sounds on the microphone, Captain Patrick the cat has decided to join us on this mission. There we go. And we'll get this guy. Aha, advanced combat training. Aha, advanced combat training. They never saw this coming. Just gonna put this turret here real quick. No, 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 no. Ow. Ow. Apparently not that advanced. Apparently not that advanced. Apparently not that advanced. Please stop shooting me, it hurts. Alright, so there we go. Let's just examine this place real quick. So it looks like there are pressure plates that are keeping this door, hidden door closed. So if I stand here, Diz, you go over there. That's not quite where I wanted you. You go over there. No, why is this not working? Go over there. Yeah? There we go. Awesome. Diz, you coming? Diz? I don't know how to turn this marker system off. Well, I think we might be leaving Dizzy behind, because I don't know how to undo that.
I give the orders here, Commander. You are out of line.
With all due respect, sir, there is a difference between protecting the Empire from her enemies and provoking
There
them.
is much here you cannot understand, Jack. The Remans need to know their place. As do you. I will not forget your insubordination, Commander. The Tal Shiar has no place for officers who cannot follow orders. I'll be in the command center.
Colonel, they were civilians. Their blood is on our hands.
Get used to it. There will be more. Speaking of which, why don't you clean out the brig before you become a resident there?
Well, I have no idea what's going on, but I definitely sense some animosity brewing on down here. Some dissension in the ranks. Nope, please don't sound the alarm. Alright, let's see what's through this door.
I almost feel sorry for you, but I have my own neck to worry about. I'll be joining you in there soon enough. If Hakeeb has his way, we all will.
What is she talking about? What is happening here? Alright, we need the commander's access code. But in the meantime, let's just open up all the prison doors. Yoink. Yoink. Be free! Alright. Hello, Commander. I kind of need your codes. I don't think that I like whatever that is. Oh, I definitely don't like this. Nope. That's a solid nope.
Enough! I surrender. I value my life more than the Tal Shiar's secrets. I'll tell you anything you want to know. But first, you must tell me why you are here and what you want.
Why does the Riemann Resistance want to destroy this base? So much so that they're going to use Thalaron weapons.
The Riemans know about this base? Impossible! Only the leadership of the Tal Shiar know we're here. The Empress herself couldn't find us. I don't believe you, but it makes no difference. This is not a military installation. We listen and record here. Nothing more. There are many targets that those Riemann scum would find much more tempting.
You're absolutely lying. We just heard you arguing about the death of civilians. What is going on here?
Are you sure you want to end things like this?
Yes! Alright. That's not helpful. Alright. Let's see if we can get into the base control room. Surprise! Ow. Punch! Oh, a medic. We're gonna say note to that real quick. And punch! Ah, yes, good old open palm punches. Starfleet has trained us well. There we go.
How did you find this place? What else do you... No matter. You won't be revealing anything to your superiors. It's disappointing I cannot give you a proper interrogation. But I have much to do and little time. The self-destruct sequence has begun. This base will be your tomb.
Gotta get those records. Gotta get those records. Gotta get those records. Go, 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 go. Cool. Got records. Dizzy. Time to run. Okay. I think we've made it. We got all the way through the base. Goof. Alright. That was great. I want to have a word with Modron. Those are not thugs. Those are Tal Shiar, and I have a feeling he knew about it. Hello, Modron.
My mind! What have you done to my mind?
There seemed to be a very large infestation of Tal Shiar spies in there, so, you know, I just fumigated the place down. It's nice and safe now. There's no more spies.
Tal Shiar? I'm shocked. I had no idea. I certainly wouldn't have sent you down there if you... Say, you didn't happen to find anything valuable down there, did you? Because if you did, remember, I have an exclusive contract.
Modron, you're making a fool of yourself. I know that you know who and what was down there.
And what's it to you? This is a rough area of the Quadrant, you know, and they're good neighbors. If you're not easily embarrassed, their cameras and listening devices are everywhere. I haven't had a single problem with Orions or Herodians since they moved in. And it doesn't hurt that I acquired the odd bit of information here and there. I'm a businessman, and information is big business.
Do you know anything about what they recently just found out?
Unfortunately, no. I'll admit, I was trying to find out, but their systems were locked down tight. I'm sure whatever it was had to be big news. Everyone was on edge. Janek and Hakeev were barely speaking, and I once heard Hakeev mumbling something about orders. Someone's been pulling his strings, but I don't know who. I do know that Tal Shiar takes security very seriously. If you manage to pull any files from their system, you can expect them to be heavily encoded. Trust me on that. I speak from experience. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go talk 100 Romulans into digging a new mine to replace the one you destroyed. My profit margin for this month is ruined.
Treat the miners well, Madron, or I'm gonna come back here with my ship. Alright. Madron can't be any more help, so let's go back up to the ship and see if we can decipher these files. Returning to the Seeker, we're able to figure out that the Romulan Tal Shiar apparently uses a secret word formatting where they change the meaning or history location of one word into another in order to lock their files. You have to go through all of these files to find all the discrepancies in order to find the keywords needed to find the actual information. Once this was accomplished, we immediately hailed Admiral Tanina.
The Tal Shiar records you recovered show that Hakiv and his forces have been targeting the Remans for months. Obasek and his followers have been driven from their homes, had their ships destroyed, and their loved ones killed or imprisoned. Some might say that Obasek's campaign against the Tal Shiar is just. However, Obasek was planning on using Thalaron weapons in the Fahar system, which would have killed hundreds of innocent civilians as well as the Tal Shiar cell there. This is the problem with revenge. Violence and fury only create more pain and suffering.
And like that,
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
we are done with that mission. I do apologize, there's going to be so many different edits in this one specific episode. So the episode itself is a lot of fun, and it is extraordinarily long because of how much flavor the actual mission has. There's lots of talking to people, lots of getting background, lots of information to go around. But I edited out the vast majority of it because really, when you get down to the nitty-gritty of it, the vast majority of the information that it provides you is a repeat again and again and again of the same stories from all the same refugees. Modron is a terrible person and a fantastic Ferengi. There's a secret, scary thingy in the mine, and it's basically how terrible their lives are. And it's like an hour and a half of talking to people, learning the same exact things. So I apologize for a lot of the edits. I apologize that a lot of the flavor of the episode's kind of been cut out, but at the same time, the flavor was the same flavor over and over again. It was like a 14-course meal of the same flavor, so I hope that's alright. I don't remember any other episodes in the foreseeable future that end up like that one, so this might this one just might be the odd one out. But with that, I bid you a good rest of your day. Try to enjoy yourselves. Hailing frequencies closed.